everybody, I'm back. I did my makeup today, but you're not here for makeup, you're here for crafts, aren't you? My crafting videos so far, especially my yarn review videos, have been a lot more popular than any of my other videos, so I have decided to kind of make that is my main focus. I will still be doing other kinds of content, book reviews, game reviews, but I'm going to make my crafting a bit more of a focus. I think that crafters generally tend to be the type of people that want something kind of running in the background while they do things, and the more content y'all have for your crafting, the better. So let's start. First things first, I've got a bit of a Joanns haul. A little part of me that watches Graveyard Girl wants to call it a hurl every time because that's what she calls it. But I went to Joanns today. They had a sale on canvases. It was not a sale, it was like a coupon if you had the app. And I bought a whole bunch of canvases. I know what I'm going to do with some of the smaller ones. I have a plan for them for my Etsy, even though I don't usually do painted things on my Etsy. I really want to try this idea that popped into my head when I saw that canvases were on sale. But all of the canvases that weren't the super sale or already on clearance, or super value, I'm sorry, or already on clearance, were 70% off. I don't know for how long. This video will probably go up long after that's over. But, so I bought a whole bunch of canvases. I'm going to grab them in a big bag rustling that I'll edit out. See? And in here are the canvases and the paint and the paintbrushes that I got. So if any of you are big painters, you can tell me if I made like horrible choices. I know my paints are super basic. I just got some acrylic, I got a set of acrylic paints that they were simple and easy. So, hold on, coupons, custom framing always, Creative Bug, and ooh, 20% off your total purchase, April 12th through 14th. So maybe there'll be some good sales. So let's start with, because the canvases are just a bunch of different sizes. So this is the one that I have a plan for, these little tiny ones. I got 9, 10, 11 of them. Maybe 12. I think I got 12. So these ones, I have this great cute idea for something nerdy I will do with them. I'm not going to really share yet because I might do them and then talk about them later. And then I got a few of them this size and a few of them this size. And let's see, one this size, one this size, one this size, and one this size. And then my girlfriend Ashley is going to come over one day, and she wanted to paint with me. So we're going to do some painting together, I think. And I don't know if this splatter is part of the packaging or if it just got splattered. But that's the paint set I got. It's the basics. Literally the basics. It's black, yellow, red, blue, and white, just in case your monitor's off. It's, you know, oh wow, I just realized how much my circle light over here was shining on it. So yeah, they're very basic. I wanted to be able to just mix my own colors. I didn't want to buy a set that had like 36 colors when I can get every color I want from that set. It was just frustrating to me to think of that. And then this hand soap that's going to destroy my hands, but we were out and I needed some now and I didn't have time to go to anywhere else. And then the last thing in this bag from this haul I got 2 sets of brushes. I wanted to get one set of nylon and one set of natural because I know that nylon tends to go on much smoother and natural tends to give a little bit of texture. So depending on what I feel like doing that day, what project I'm working on, I have so many canvases I can try new things. So this was really great. Total for all of this plus the flowers that I bought to make a bunch of hair clips for me and my daughter and also for my shop cost around $86, and that is really not a bad price when you think about it, especially because a lot of this stuff is either fun practice for me, which is worth my time. I can watch some YouTube videos and do my thing, or it's just a fun kind of extra thing for me to put up on my Etsy. I've made flower hair clips and flower headbands before. I can sell them for a very good price. People tend to like them. I I have like 3 flower hair clips that I wear on the regular. So here's all the flowers I got for hair clips. This is the only single one, and my daughter wants to share it with me. So I'm basically just gonna pop this part off, and if it won't pop off easy, I'll just clip it with some wire cutters. Probably clip off some of the foliage, and I'm gonna make like a big crazy, see, like a big crazy hair clip. Because I really like big flowers in my hair. I think they look really cute, and they also make my giant pumpkin head look a little bit smaller. This is one that my daughter picked out. She wants one in this, and I'm gonna have one in this as well. I might do a double flower in this. Her head is too small for a double flower. It will eat her whole head if we do that. But like, these are so big. You can see how big they are next to my head. Maybe double flower might even be too big for me. And then my daughter also picked these. This is obviously not going to be for a big flower hair clip. This will be a layer and, you know, do some leaves and just try and do something that's very pretty and pops. And this is going to look really good. I have 2 shirts that I wear a lot during the spring. So if I actually sit down and get these done, as soon as I want to get them done, it's going to be great because I can use them all spring long with 2 of my favorite shirts. Which I can't wait to wear them when I'm vlogging. I can be like, this is one of those favorite shirts because they look so cute on me. And orange looks weirdly good on me. It used to look terrible on me, and my skin has changed so much since I was younger. This is another one my daughter picked, so obviously it's just me, one for me, one for her. I'm not going to be putting any of this one up on my shop. So, and I like the leaves on this one. They look very ferny. These look very much like poppies to me, but I don't know for sure. I really need to sit down and like start researching flowers. I like them a lot, and I am very interested in the language of flowers. So anyway, and then this is one that my daughter picked as well. She picked a lot of these, but I would hold up like 2 or 3 and be like, pick one. So she picked this one out of the purples, and they were all 50% off. That's why I decided to do this now, because all of the spring floral was 50% off. And spring floral, in my opinion, has the widest variety of color when you're buying silk flowers. I don't know what it is about the spring florals, but they just tend to have a wider variety of color, in my opinion. And like the summers, there's a lot of reds and a lot of like deep colors. And in the fall, there's a lot of the oranges and the yellows, and it's just spring. There's pink and purple and blue and green and orange and yellow, and it's just really nice. So this was another one that I picked but was daughter approved, and this is very similar to, I think, one of the other flowers in size but not quite in shape. So there's that. And then this one as well, which I believe these look a bit like cabbage roses, maybe. So yeah, I'm gonna do some real fun hair clips with those, and it'll be great. Be able to sell some and keep some. We're gonna bag these back up because I don't want them out where my cat can chew on them, because she's sitting right there on the seat eyeing them. Because as I've said before, she is slightly evil, and she understands that I want these flowers to look nice. And her brain is like, not today. So on to just the general crafting blog. And I feel bad because I didn't bring either of my finished projects down because neither of them are blocked. So I will talk about them when I block them later. My first recently finished project, I still have to sew the buttons on, which I've said in like the last 3 vlogs because I haven't picked any buttons yet. But I finished my Snowflake by Tin Can Knits that I showed the lace panel for back in like one of my first vlogs back in September. And it is April now, and I finished the sweater in early March, probably, maybe even late February, for Finishuary, which is something that I forget her name right now, but there's a podcaster I listen to. She does the Brass Needles podcast, and she does this thing called Finishuary, where any of your unfinished projects. You just work on those all through the month of February before you start something new in March. So I finished my snowflake sweater and I finished my Citadel hat. So I finished my Citadel hat and it is in desperate need of blocking. I tried it on just to kind of see how it looked once I'd woven in all the ends. And I tried it on and the gray on the inside, so it's gray on the inside and it's mustard and teal on the outside, because as y'all know, I love me some mustard and teal together. And I went to put it on and I was going to take a quick picture and be like, it just needs blocking, just a little bit of blocking. And like, it doesn't quite sit right on my head, and like there's a big chunk of gray that you can see, and you're not really supposed to see the gray, and it's just, it is what it is. I have to block it, and hopefully once I do, it'll be nicer. I may get one of my wig heads and block it on an actual wig head and use pins and stuff. So we'll see. I have tons of them, so hopefully I will be able to dig one out of my craft business stuff and use it to block the hat and hope. So next thing I have is what I'm currently working on. I'm usually a really monogamous knitter, and this is kind of no different from that. I started this project even though I was already swatching for my Q, next to my Q project that I'm going to talk about in a minute, but this is a shawl. It's from Craftsy. This is that Grello shawl I was talking about. And right now, like, this lighting and my camera doesn't really do it justice. This is a beautiful, like, gray brown color. Not quite like a camel color or anything like that. It's much more gray and rich than camel. And then, of course, a mustard, because I was talking about I wanted to do it kind of Grello. And then the last color in it is going to be cream. So I'm going on to Craftsy right now, and I am just getting my info on this so I can tell you what the pattern name is. They may not still be doing this as a kit like they were, but you could probably still definitely buy the fabric. The yarn that's being used is the Cloudborn Fibers Fingering. So the name of this pattern is Changing Light Scarf Knitting Kit. That is the name of this pattern, and I kind of want to, no, I don't want to download it onto my tablet because my tablet is stupid. Okay, but you can kind of see this is it in a purple and gray and lavender, more like a lilac, purple, gray, and lilac. And I saw it when I bought it. I saw it in like a blue, green, yellow, I think, or something like that. Like maybe I saw it on Ravelry or something, or a friend of mine got the kit, knit it, and showed it to me. I don't know. I just remember there being like a blue, green, yellow. I was like, oh, I should do that. And I was like, I don't want to do the same thing that I saw. So I wanted, and Grello was like a huge thing. The gray yellow combination was like this huge thing when I bought it, and they'd just been talking about it on Yarniacs. And so I was like, yes, I'm going to do a Grello shawl. This would be perfect for it. I can have gray and then yellow and then cream. And they're colors that look good on me. So that's what I went with. So the yarn that I'm using, which was the yarn suggested for the kit on the website, is the Cloudborn Fibers Superwash Merino Fingering. And it is a 100% superwash merino wool. It is surprisingly soft. I have found in my own personal experience that superwash can be a little bit coarse, and this is not coarse at all. So okay, so here we go. I got the colors now. I took them out, and that was silly of me. So this color here is called Oatmeal Heather. And then this color, the yellow, which I will show alone because you can't really see the color itself when it's being faded in and out. So this is called Maize Heather. Maize like corn. M-A-I-Z-E. And it is gorgeous. This light is not doing it justice. And then that last just basic creamy color is called Shayla Heather. I'm pretty sure I have all those right. The Shayla and the oatmeal might be mixed, but I'm pretty sure because this was still in the bag and these two were in the box, these two are the ones I've been using, and this is the one I haven't used yet because I wanted to keep them separate. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. I have raved about the Cloudborne Fibers yarn before. It is gorgeous and soft and has a beautiful drape, and it's inexpensive, and but it's not cheap, right? Like, so, and what I mean by that is it's an inexpensive yarn, but it's very well made, and that you don't, it's like getting the best of both worlds. I don't exactly know what their business practices are like. I don't know where their stuff is necessarily manufactured. I mean, I can probably look on the ball band right now and find out, but however they do it, whatever they do, they keep their prices very, very competitive. This doesn't say made in blank. Oh, made with love in Peru. So I buy a lot of stuff from Knit Picks, and a lot of Knit Pick stuff is made in Peru too. So I know that Peruvian wool is booming. They make a very fine wool in Peru. They grow, I don't know, maybe they grow happy sheep or whatever. But I'm not sure. I'll do a little bit of research because I do like to try and be a conscientious shopper, and I would like to take a look and see what their practices are in Peru. So I order a lot of stuff from Knit Picks, and all their stuff comes from Peru. I don't know what the business practices or employee treatment is like there, so I can't really speak to whether or not it would be particularly ethical to buy. But prices are great, quality is great, and I do know that Peru has a booming wool industry, and as a result, it's so much easier for them to manufacture inexpensive wool that's still a high quality. So make your own decisions. If you're an ethical shopper, then go ahead and do your research and see if this is a company that you want to support or not. But so far, I have heard nothing but good things about Craftsy, and I have nothing but good things to say about Craftsy. So next will be what is going to be on my needles. Remember this? Hopefully you do, because I will hopefully have edited that. I keep shaking the table. I will hopefully have edited that video before I edit this one and put it up, because that's kind of the order that I wanted them to go out in. But I've filmed now. This is my third video I filmed, and I haven't edited anything because editing is the bane of my existence. But so this swatch is for the So Faded sweater, and I have to look up who it's by. I want to say it's like by one of those big names, like, you know, I'm not going to start listing off big names of knitters and knitting people because that would be silly when I'm going to look it up right now. So let's go back to Ravelry. It's my home page on my tablet is Ravelry. Why did I say it like that? Why am I like this? Log in. And I heard about So Faded from the Yarniacs podcast. Once again, a bit of a podcast addict. I love me the Yarniacs. Okay, so it's the So Faded sweater by Andrea Mowry. And here's its Ravelry page, because I don't know how to just put this stuff into my videos yet. I'm working on it. I'm technologically challenged, okay? There's kind of a full-size picture of the finished full long sleeve sweater, and that's what this is for. And I still need to do my second swatch for it because I just shot that video like 2 days ago and I haven't sat down. I've been busy knitting on the shawl and I haven't been working on this because this is next. I was like, if I get bored of the shawl because it is very repetitive, then I can sit down and I can make my next swatch and go from there. So whatever. Thank you so much for watching and for liking my videos, and for, you know, for those of you who have subscribed, thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me. If you want to follow me on social media, I am Be My Full Moon pretty much everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Tumblr, and I am at Aouri, that's AOURAI, on Twitter and Ravelry. So please, please friend me on Ravelry. I would love that. I will friend you right back. Ravelry is the best. I love looking at all my friends' projects. So thank you again for watching. I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked my makeup and my new shirt from Torrid, and apparently my bra. And I will talk to you all very soon.